Hi guys, James from Twisted Assisted here. Just going to do a short tutorial on how to dye G10 scales using Rit Dye. Okay, so I've got some water simmering here. We have some white scales. We've got white scales of a G10 UK legal and a Keep Safe rescue tool there. And we're going to be dyeing these yellow. So with Rit Dye, I find the synthetic Rit Dye works the best. They do a standard Rit Dye. I've not had a lot of success with that. That is my personal experience. So the synthetic dye works really well. And you can see we're simmering some water here. Just put a small amount of water in the bottom, sort of just enough to cover the scales that you're putting in there. And then top it up with some Rit Dye. There we go, maybe a little bit more. Just remember that you can reuse the dye water afterwards. So get a separate container, don't pour it back into there. Get a separate container and keep it, because I've used it multiple times with really good results. So we don't want it on a rolling boil, we just want it simmering. Over here, we've prepped these white G10 scales using acetone, just to take any grease or dirt off and just essentially to prepare them and give it the best possible opportunity to dye successfully. I'm just going to give that a little stir. Okay, so put both in at the same time because you want them to be the same shade. Drop them in like so. And then you want to set yourself a timer. We are going to set a timer for 2 minutes. We are going to see what it's like after 2 minutes. And the longer you boil it for is the darker it will go. So start off with 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes, take them out, see what they're like, and take it from there. If they're not quite dark enough, you can pop them back in and continue dyeing them until you get the desired colour that you want. Right. As you can see here, we were using white. You can dye other colours. Let's say you've got some purple scale, well, you want purple scales, and you've got some pink G10. That can be dyed. Obviously, if you've got some OD green and you want it to go black, then you can dye it black. So there are some certain colours that you can actually work with and achieve a result. But the best blank canvas you can use is the white G10, which you can pretty much dye any colour you want. We've done this multiple times and it really is a decent, good finish that you get. Right, what have we got? We've got 1 minute left. I'm just going to take these out just to have a quick look. You can't really see here, but that is going nice and yellow. I think we're going to need slightly longer than the 2 minutes for those. I might even pop a little bit more dye in there. Each dye will behave differently. I've been dyeing some pink scales lately, and they're ready really quickly. It's a really, really dark dye. But you can see this yellow one here. This is it almost looks brown. So I've just added a bit more dye in there. We're going to continue boiling them and see what that's like. What have we got? Here we go. The 2 minute timer's going off. I'm going to set it for another minute. And essentially when you've finished dyeing and you've got the achieved colour that you desired, essentially just take them out, put them onto some kitchen roll, pat them dry, and then you can run them under the tap just to take off any excess dye, and they are good to go, ready to go back on your knife. G10 is what we're working with today. Don't try dyeing anything else with Rit Dye without doing a bit of research. I knew a fellow who tried Rit Dye for dyeing a sheath and a leather sheath. So he boiled that and it came out about half the size. So this is only for G10 and certain other plastics. I've never tried doing micarta, but do a bit of research and see if micarta is on the list, and maybe with a natural micarta you can do that. Let's take these out and have a look. Right, as you can see against the white background, we've got a nice yellow colour here. This colour is daffodil yellow. There we are. So I'll just take these, run these under the tap, and they are good to go back onto the keep safe. As I said, just remember the best Rit dye that we've had the best results with is the synthetic variety. Okay. Let me know down in the comments if you've got any other tips. What's your experience? Please share your thoughts in the comments and we can start a dialogue about that. Okay, thank you very much for watching, and that's your lot.